Are you struggling to find the source code for Android architecture components? You're not alone. Many developers are on the hunt for this information, and today we're going to uncover where you can find it. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when you're trying to dive into development, but the resources you need seem to be hidden away. This is a common concern among Android developers. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, where is the source code of Android architecture components? Was it published? If it was, where? This is a great question, and it's time to get to the bottom of it. So, what's the deal with the source code? Android architecture components are part of the Android Jetpack libraries. And yes, they are available in the Android Open Source Project, or AOSP. But finding the right repository can be tricky. Stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll share the exact repository you need to sync to get the source code. You won't want to miss it. To find the source code for Android architecture components, the user should first check the official Android GitHub repository. This is where most of the Android libraries are hosted. Next, the user should specifically look for the Android X libraries, as the architecture components have been migrated to this namespace. This includes components like Live Data and View Model. If the user wants to access the source code directly from the Android Open Source Project, they can use the Android X repository. The command to sync this repository is repo-sync Android X. Finally, the user can explore the specific components by navigating through the repository structure. Each component will have its own directory containing the source code and documentation. Fun fact, the Android Open Source Project is like a treasure chest for developers. You never know what gems you might find in there. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by a user is to utilize the official Android code search platform. This tool allows you to easily find the source code for Android architecture components. Additionally, the user mentions that the source code for Android X can be found on the Android source website. You can access it at the link provided in the description. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. One alternative solution provided by a user is to download the entire Android X libraries collection. They shared a direct link to access the source code. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. One alternative solution is to download the source code from AOSP. First, you'll need to configure your environment for downloading AOSP. Then you can sync the code using specific commands. Here's a quick tip. Always keep your AOSP synced to the latest version. This way, you'll have access to the newest features and bug fixes as soon as they're available. And there you have it. You now know where to find the source code for Android architecture components. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button for more insights, and remember to explore the AOSP for all your development needs.